Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Matt, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, and in today's video, we're going to be going through another big problem that happens in the back of the rotational shot put circle and in the back of the discus circle, and that is standing up too tall on your left, kind of having an extra up and down and up in your discus throw. Now, this is something that's super common. I see it in a lot of throwers, and actually, if you go back to some of my most recent free video analysis sessions that I've done underneath this channel, you'll see a rotational shot putter who is in a gym and another discus thrower who is outside, a girl who's outside. They are both doing the up, down, up type of thing. So you can go check those out to see firsthand what this looks like. Today we're going to show you what it means to stay low on that left and not stand up and then have to go up and then down and then up again. Getting rid of that, improving your timing, all is going to be helped by fixing this one big correction. As always, guys and girls, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's right down there, and click the notification icon. So make sure to spread the word, like the video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions or comments. And for now, let's turn this camera around, get you in the circle, and talk to you about staying low on that left leg. All right, so the second big problem that happens in the rotational shot and the discus is that athletes do not stay low in the back of the circle. And when I say it, it probably sounds simple. Hey, we're not staying low in the back, just bend your knees a little bit more and stay low. But there's a lot more to it than that. See, one of the biggest things that happens is that athletes start at one level. Say just a nice athletic starting position. You start at one level, and then you start to make these changes in your level. So as you've got the discus or the shot, the discus, you might go up on the left, and then down and up, and down and up, and down and up, and down and up. And what you're doing is you're teaching your body to get low in the middle, get up on the right. Get low in the middle, get up on the left. So what do you think the habit is going to be? Well, when you finally get ready to throw, you're going to go down and up, and then down and up. You're going to actually extend the knee. As you shift weight, you can shift weight onto your left, just like we talked about in the last video. But as you do that, a lot of times you see athletes that stand up. This isn't just an issue with the people that go up and down when they're doing their wind-ups, okay? We see this a lot too with people who stay level. So you might get set up, nice athletic position, and just go 1, 2, and it looks like they're gonna stay nice and level, but then they automatically stand up. So we see that a lot. Even if you're not doing the up and down thing, we see it. The other way that we see it, the other way, it's kind of weird, but you see athletes kind of do a lunge and kneel in the middle of the circle. And what I mean is, they'll take their discus and they'll pull back and they'll get this knee like way the heck down here. Well, if you're that low, you've only got one place to go, and that's up. So sometimes getting that low, if you're going to go, you're going to automatically go up anyway. You're not going to stay this low. I'm not even going to attempt it. You're not going to stay that low as you rotate out of the back. You've got to stand up a little bit, okay? So when you're here, it can happen no matter what. If you start perfectly, nice position, nice and level, you start perfectly, you may be standing up. If you go super low, you're going to stand up. If you go down and up, you're reinforcing the fact that you're going to shift your weight and go up. So it's not just a problem with the down and up crap. It also happens a lot with people that just stay nice and low and nice and flat. Okay, so why is standing up too tall? Why is that extra standing up on the left leg such a big problem? Well, in discus and in shot, but especially in discus, look at what we're working with. We've got an 8-foot, 2.5-inch circle that we are working with. It's 3.5 meters in diameter. Now, I don't know about you, I'm 6'3", If I tried to step across this circle and get my foot where it would be if I was in a power position, I wouldn't be able to step that far. It would be extremely awkward. So you're not going to step. You're not going to try to kind of take a big step. We have to explode. We have to sweep. We have to drive. We have to run. We have to, whatever you want to call it, gallop, hop. I don't like the word jump, but we're going to run across that circle. We're going to explode across that circle. And I don't know if you've ever tried jumping with straight legs, but you really can't explode, you really can't run, you really can't leap across the circle if you have a straight leg. So if you're here and your leg is super straight, what do you have to do? You have to bend it a second time and then go across the circle. So to show you what it looks like, I'm going to try to mess this up as much as I possibly can. But even if you stay nice and level, you're not doing the down and up thing. If you stay nice and level and you stand up too tall, so you're here, stand up, down, and then up again. So you've got that secondary up and down, okay? There's no need to go up, down, up. If you can just stay down and go. Stay low and go. That's what I always tell my athletes. Here, don't go up on the left. Don't go left and stand. Go left and stay low. That way you can just go. You don't have to bother with the whole going down to go across. You just stay low and go across. A lot of times what we see is that athletes, when they do this, when they include that extra down to get across, a few things happen. Number one, most important, they lose separation. You see the discus start to creep in front of their hip. The second thing is they over-rotate. Because they're waiting so long, their foot keeps rotating, and then they go down and up, but they're pointing in the wrong direction. They're waiting too long. So we start to see here, down, up, then they lose separation. Or we see here, down, up, down, and their foot is pointing to the left half of that circle. So we gotta make sure, don't go up and back down again, just stay low and go. Alright, so now that you're watching this video, you realize that there's a few throwers on your team that do the down and up kind of thing, and they're up on the left instead of staying nice and low. What do? How do you fix it? Well, first and foremost, the first thing I would always recommend to coaches that have athletes that are standing up on the left is to get all of the back and forth, up and down, figure eight, wind up craziness out of their athletes' heads. Okay? I want to see you here. I want to see you nice athletic position, and I want to see two movements. Movement one, movement two, and then you can go. Okay, so no more of this kind of up and down, tapping the feet, standing up, kind of moving up and down, and all this crazy stuff that you see at track meets. Okay, you want a couple times on one side, that's what I used to do. I used to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I would go. Notice there's no up and down and figure eight and all that crazy stuff, okay? Keep them low. That's the first part, okay? The second part is a really, really cool drill. It's called the broomstick drill. As a coach, you can do this. If you don't have a coach, you can have one of your teammates do this. And it's very, very simple. I'm gonna go grab a broomstick right now and show you what it looks like. All right, so I grabbed the closest thing that I had, which is this cardboard tube. It's a very lightweight cardboard tube, but it works sometimes a lot better than a broomstick, but you can use whatever you have available. You can use an old javelin, a broken high jump or a broken pole vault crossbar, a broomstick, you can use really whatever you have available lying around to do this drill. And it's very, very simple. We've all been to some crazy luau party, wedding, and you've got, your crazy Uncle Johnny who gets everyone started doing the limbo. That's pretty much what we're gonna do here, is we're going to limbo. So what I'm gonna do is, you've gotta pretend that there's a thrower in the circle, and all I'm gonna do is stand off to the side, and I'm gonna hold the broomstick just like this. This is going to give something for the athlete to limbo under. So we're going to hold just like this, and the athlete in the circle, imagine if they were to stand up, they're going to hit themselves right in the chest, or they're going to hit themselves right in the face with that broomstick. Okay? So the person or the athlete or the coach who's outside the circle is going to hold it just like this. And it's going to give the athlete something to work under, something to limbo under. I'm going to put a link right above this to a video that we did years ago. I think it was myself and our javelin coach, Dan Freeman, where I had Dan actually hold the broomstick, and then I limboed under the broomstick to demonstrate this. So I'll put the link right up above. Make sure to click that link if you want to see this video demonstrated with a partner. Now, if your athletes are really having a problem with this, you've taken out all the up and down and the crazy figure eight motions from the start of their throw, they're doing the broomstick drill and it looks good, but then they're getting in the circle during a meet, or they're getting in the circle during practice to do their full throws, and it's still not looking too good. Another trick that I've learned over the years is that I put pauses in all of their explosive jumping exercises here in the gym. So if you're having your athletes do things like box jumps or hurdle hops, or if they're doing any type of repeat jumps or repeat jumping lunges, we do a lot of those here in the gym, add a pause at the bottom of each jump. So if you're going to have somebody doing repeat jumps, typically what it looks like is you're just going to have them go down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? We want to add some pauses. So you might want to have them pause, up, pause, up, pause, up. And what that's going to do, that's going to teach them that they are able to explode kind of from a dead stop. And in the rotation, we're not at a dead stop, but the leg really isn't moving. The leg's not bouncing up and down. You're staying low here. And the whole time that right leg is nice and long and sweeping around, this left leg's not really, it's not bending, it's not extending, it's just kind of sitting there. So maybe by giving them this idea that, hey, I can go from a pause and just explode, it'll teach them that, hey, I can go from a pause and explode. I'm going to put one more link right up top, and that is a link to a video that Mac Wilkins did many, many years ago that talks about the down and up, or the down and up, down and out, and how there's the extra up downs. There are some fantastic video clips and examples. It's a voiceover video that he did, and it's something that I found here on YouTube years ago that really kind of made that light bulb above my head pop on when we talk about this. Mac Wilkins was really the first guy I heard talk about low, left, and long. So last week's video we talked about left. Today's video we talked about low. That video that Mac did really shines some light onto what this is supposed to look like and what that extra up and down really does to kind of interfere with good technique. So I'm going to link that video right up above. Make sure to click on that. As always, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. There's going to be a lot of stuff that pop up here. One is our overnight camp. One is going to be our previous video playlist on shot put. And the other one is going to be the icon for Elite Throws Coaching that you can click on to subscribe to the channel, and make sure to click that notification button as well. So click all that stuff that's popping up right now. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for all of our video analysis that's going to be coming out this week, and subscribe so that you get updates on when these videos appear. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next week.